They tell us space is silent, a perfect vacuum, no air, no sound, no screams. But what if it's a lie? What if the universe has always been speaking and we just didn't have the ears to listen? Tonight, we're diving into something unsettling, the eerie, earthly sounds of space. Not music in the way we understand it, but translated signals, radio waves, electromagnetic whispers from stars, planets, and things we fully don't understand. This is the universe's soundtrack, and once you hear it, you might wish you had it. Welcome back to Nightly Haven, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and welcome to the family. Fear tingles down your spine and hairs stand on end. Mysteries unknown and tales in the dark. Are you ready? Hello? Now, how do you hear a place with no sound? Here's the first thing that messes with your head. Sound as we know it needs air, vibrations traveling through ripples. Space doesn't have that. So technically no sound should exist out there at all, but space is flooded with something else, radio waves. Every planet, star, nebula, and black hole emits electromagnetic radiation. These waves move through the vacuum effortlessly, carrying information across impossible distances. And with the right instruments, scientists can convert these radio waves into sound frequencies humans can hear. They call it sonification. I call it opening a door. Now, when was the first time we heard space scream? In the early days of radio astronomy, scientists expected static, and what they got instead was something else: unnatural whines, clicks, rising tones, deep, hollow pulses. Jupiter was one of the first shocks. When its radio emissions were converted into sound, researchers described it as a high-pitched shriek, like wind screaming through metal, or something alive and furious. This wasn't a random noise. Jupiter's massive magnetic field was interacting with charged particles, creating radio bursts so intense they could overpower entire receivers. It sounded angry, violent, and almost aware, and Jupiter wasn't alone. Each planet sings differently. Saturn produces haunting, hollow tones, low and rhythmic, like a cosmic chant echoing through a cathedral with no walls. Venus emits sharp, crackling sounds, short bursts that sound disturbingly like electrical breathing. Earth, when recorded from space, doesn't sound peaceful at all. It sounds chaotic, buzzing, crackling, alive with interference from lightning storms and magnetic turbulence. Our planet doesn't hum, it thrashes. And then there are the stars. Some stars don't just emit light, they pulse. Neutron stars, what's left after a massive star collapses, spin at insane speeds. Some rotate hundreds of times per second. When their radio emissions are converted to sound, they beat like a mechanical heart. Tick, tick, tick. Perfectly timed, unwavering, as if something out there is counting. Pulsars have been described as the most precise clocks in the universe, but when you hear one, it doesn't feel like a clock. It feels like something waiting. This is where it gets unsettling. Black holes shouldn't make noise. Nothing escapes them, not even light. And yet, NASA records pressure waves rippling through hot gas around a supermassive black hole in the Perseus galaxy cluster. When those waves were translated into sound, they became a deep, endless groan, so low it's barely audible. So low it takes millions of years for a single vibration, a sound that has been playing long before humans existed, a sound that will continue long after we're gone. Not a roar, not a scream, element. Now, what's the weird signals we can't explain? Not all space sounds have explanations. There are signals that repeat and then stop. Signals that arrive from deep space with no known source. First radio bursts, FRBs, blindly powerful signals that last milliseconds, yet release more energy than our sun produces in days. Some repeat, some never do again. When sonified, they sound like sharp snaps or something knocking. Once, twice, then silence, and no one knows why. Scientists will tell you these things are just data, physics, magnetism, energy doing what energy does. But here's the thing. When humans turn numbers into music, we call it composition. When patterns repeat, we call it rhythm. When something echoes across billions of years, we call it a message. The universe doesn't need air to speak. It just needs someone listening. So the next time someone tells you that space is silent, remember this. Stars scream, planets chant, black holes mourn. We are floating inside a cosmic symphony, ancient, endless, and utterly indifferent to us. And maybe, just maybe, the reason it sounds so eerie is because it was never meant for human ears. Sweet dreams, and listen carefully, because the universe is never quiet. Have a good night, guys. Bye.